up, guys? Today we have something I have never heard of before, never tried, the whole 9 yards. This was part of the bundle that Mr. Eric of Smoke One If You Have One has given me, and a channel sponsor, or what we call it in our group chat, the cigar bombs. So shout out to Eric or Smoke One If You Have One. I'm gonna go on the internet and use AI voice and put, this video is brought to you by Smoke One If You Have One. This is called I think Ferio, Tego, Summa. And what I read was Summa was supposed to be like slang for summer, as well as it meaning comprehensive work. Caught me by surprise when I looked the cigar up for information, and it brought me to a Davidoff website. Other than that, let's break down the cigar. This cigar is a Robusto. This is a 5x50. MSRP of the cigar is $19, which is surprising to me for a Robusto. You have the wrapper being from Ecuador, the binder being from Ecuador, and then the filler is Dominican and Nicaraguan. That's a lot of scents and aromas and notes. It has this oily component that when touching the actual wrapper, it lingers on your fingertips. That's when I kind of know the cigar is going to be good, or sometimes flavorful, complex, or just a burst of something. Because even though, yes, a cigar may have a bunch of flavor notes, doesn't mean it's going to be good. I want to correct myself on that, because a cigar can have 1,000 notes. That's will be disgusting. It's like combining a whole bunch of things that does not go together. It's gonna be disgusting. Even though you have the best seasonings in the world, the freshest produce, the freshest of meats, the freshest of this, if you put too much, it's too much and it's nasty. If you put too little, then it's bland. You always gotta find that right amount. Just from the scent, I smell like this espresso. I smell like this charred, smoky sweetness. I feel like I'm at a barbecue. It seems like there's definitely something like briskety in this. You definitely have something that's like woodsy in there as well. Let's just get into it. Ooh. Just like a barbecue. At my aunt's house, I used to have nights during the summertime where there'd be stuff in the grill. My uncle will make burgers and ribs and steaks and then beef tips and chicken and just endless amounts of different types of meats that's out there. That's what I'm kind of getting. I'm getting like this barbecue, charred, grilled taste to it, but there's also this underlying sweetness to it, and like oakiness. It's like a sweet barbecue, like a sweet barbecue, like honey barbecue sauce. There you go. It's like a honey barbecue sauce. Ooh, I think that was the best one yet. Damn, my cigar crackled. It is like a fucking barbecue, like a fire pit. It crackled when it lit. Wow. Ooh, what is these notes? Hold on. Wait. Whoa. That's a lot to comprehend. Hold up. Oh, it's like smoked meats. It's definitely like a brisket. That sounds so sweet in there. It's like marinated smoked meat. Like I would say you put like maybe some type of alcohol. It has this alcohol taste to it. What the fuck is this? Oh my God. It tastes like brisket. Okay, wait. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I gotta sit up because I didn't expect this Robusto to have this much flavor. So I need to start separating things. Let me just, for a couple seconds, I'm just gonna be quiet and I just need to process everything. Okay. I'm getting espresso, wood or oak. I'm getting something sweet. I'm getting black pepper. I gotta write this down. This is like a lot of stuff in it. Let me just write this down just to show you that's empty. I'm getting smoked meat. I'm putting vanilla for sweetness. Well, I'm doing slash vanilla. I definitely feel like there's more components to this cigar. And I'm just failing. My brain is trying to work on overdrive, but I just need to shut the fuck up and shut my brain off for 2 minutes. This is complex. It's definitely really good tasting. You have that espresso that complements that sweetness. And you also have this charred, like something that's been in the grill. For me, I don't know why, I love things burnt. Pizza, it has to be crispy and slightly burnt. My bacon has to be slightly burnt. Whatever I make has to be slightly burnt. And this gives me like this crispy taste. The crispy taste is very light. You smell it so much in the aroma of the smoke itself. So let me just remove that aspect out of the element of taste notes. And let's see what else I could find. Because I feel like there's more into it. But I identified the wood. I identified the black pepper. Because it has a little spiciness part of the retro that's ever so nice and it's not intense. You have this sweetness to it, almost like vanilla extract. I'm trying to narrow things down. Nuttiness. There's something nutty in here. I never heard of this brand before. Ferio Tego. And for $19 for the flavor notes I'm getting, I can understand the price point a little bit because it's highly complex. It has notes that's not in your typical cigars, especially this combination. So it's very different than what's out there. I'm actually enjoying this a lot. And one last thing I forgot to mention was this cigar is a medium to full. That's my list. Smoked meat, black pepper, wood oak, sweetness vanilla, espresso, nutty, alcohol. For added context, I'm young. I have a huge passion for cigars, and I'm starting to develop a passion for the whiskey world. I'm inexperienced. I've only been legal to drink for 5 years. I've had experience with rums. I've had experience with cognacs. I've had experience for vodkas, the typical thing that you find young people drinking, like New Amsterdam, Bacardi, Ciroc, Hennessy. I had experience of me enjoying that for 7 years or 8 years. Bear that in mind. I'm just starting a journey with exploring things that's above $20 for a fucking bottle. As you can see right here, this gorgeous bottle. No, I'm starting to take my ventures. When it comes to alcohol tastings, I'm inexperienced. I know the taste of the components of alcohol. And there's something in there, but I'm not sure what to identify it as because I'm not a casual drinker. I am a special occasion drinker, but I'm becoming very experienced with cigars. But I could definitely pinpoint something of alcohol content in this cigar that has like a taste note of it. And I bet you if I look it up, it's gonna smack me in the face and I'm going to be pissed. But I'm gonna settle with that list. Let me just enjoy the rest of the cigar.
A few inches later.
Oh, wait, hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm getting popcorn. What is this? What is this cigar? I'm getting this buttery popcorn. Let me write that down. This is by far one of the most complex cigar I have had. I am surprised with this buttery. This is a Robusto. I gotta look up the cigar company and see more information about it. Because if they have other lines, I'm intrigued on what they do. Because not only you have that popcorn, it also has a slight saltiness to it. It's like light sodium. So let me put light salt. I'm just documenting everything that I'm getting because this is a flavor bomb. I'm gonna do something very different with this cigar. Is that once I get to the last third and basically finish my review, I'm gonna do something I've never done before. I'm gonna start looking things up live with you guys because this made me a little fan because I actually quite enjoy this. This Robusto is extremely flavorful and it's like making my palate, it's on haywire. It's clocked in overtime because I'm trying to like detach my brain and just like try to dissect everything individually. But it's kind of hard to because they're giving you this boom, 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 boom. And it's like every 5 to 10 minutes, you get something different. This has been the least boring cigar I've had because typically I get like flavor changes every thirds. I'm getting flavor changes every sixth of the cigar. Okay, now that popcorn mellowed out, now I'm getting this nuttiness, this vanilla nuttiness. So it's like, it's inconsistent with flavors, but it's overwhelming with flavors. What I mean by that, the flavors alternate what's in the forefront and what's in the tail end, and what's in the middle just playing with the forefront and the background. It's like it's constantly changing orders. So you have the tail end, which is number 3. You have the middle profile that is part of the retro, that's number 2. And then you have the predominant flavor that you taste immediately, and it also lingers combining with the tail end. That's number 1. So with this cigar, it's literally going from flavor notes of 1, 2, 3. Then it goes to 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. It's like it's bouncing back and forward constantly. So you're not getting just a standard experience. It's just literally dancing with each other. I'm not sure if there's any symbolism with the band, because you have some caveman with a Flintstone bat hitting a Hydra Medusa. I don't know what's going on in there. You have Fred Flintstone stepping on the tail of a serpent with five heads. Or it could be Derek Jeter fighting a 5-headed serpent. I don't know. Only thing I do know is that this cigar is overwhelming. This cigar does have 4 different vitolas. You have the Corona Gordo, you have the regular Gordo, you have the Robusto, and you have the Torpedo. I'll probably order a box of the Torpedoes and do a review on it in the distant future. Because with all this constant changes of just flavors, it's overwhelming my palate. See now, because it just turned into like toast. Like, I feel like it's like toasted bread. I know I'm approaching the last third. I'm getting this sweet honey toasted bread. So I'm at this point of the cigar, basically the last third. And I'm just gonna go summarize my whole thoughts on it now and just go through my ratings. I guess we'll start with experience. With experience, I'm gonna go for a solid 10 because it is just a flavored bomb of a cigar. It goes from A to B to Z to X to Y to L to O R. It's just bouncing back and forward. I have never had a cigar that done this before. And typically, I'm used to either cigars being consistent the whole way through or breaking into thirds. This has flavor changes every 5 to 10 minutes. And things that was subtle before becomes prominent, and things that was prominent becomes a subtleness, and things that's playing in the middle ground will go to the front or go to the back. It's just this cigar that's just playing with your palate, which is a very unique experience. Something I have never had done to me before on a cigar. So experience, I'm gonna give it a solid 10, which is just mind-blowing. With construction, you have that small tunnel there, but the wrapper held up perfectly fine throughout the whole entire time. So I'm gonna give the construction, I'll say an 8.5. Typically when I smoke cigars, I puff every 30 seconds to a minute. That middle section, I kind of had to do like every 15 to 30 seconds because I felt like it was kind of going out. Now the smoke output is fine. Before I even started talking about my rating system, it started to die down on me. Even though I was smoking it constantly, the ember started to die down for some strange reason. So I'm gonna leave it at 8.5. For flavor notes, I'm gonna leave the flavor notes as an 8. I know I feel like I missed some stuff. Meaning, at the end of the day, the cigar is still an ash. You have the 10, you have the 8.5, and you get the 8. Meaning the cigar most likely is around the ballpark of 9. 8.75 to 9. But before I say my farewells, let me just check on Davidoff's website, and let me also check on Half Wheel's website to see what these reviewers got, because this was just a bomb of just flavors. There's a Davidoff of Geneva flavors, reminiscence of black pepper, Caribbean rum, charred bread, espresso, smoked meat, sunflower seed, walnut, wood, and vanilla. Jesus. All right, let me go look at the Half Wheel link. The only one that has like the review aspect to it is the Corona Gordo. All right, this is the wrapper is oily, medium full, with acidity and cocoa as the strongest flavor. Okay, I can see that. And mostly generic tobacco. Smelling the foot reveals where the chocolate is coming from. It's strong with sweet cocoa over raisins and some sawdust and acidity at the end. Cold draw adds oatmeal, leather to the mix. I didn't get leather. And a unique third flavor. It's fruity. I can see that. Another is more black tea and artificial pumpkin. Distant secondary notes include sharpness, sugar cookies, and breads. First puffs is sweet cedar, nuttiness, acorn, and generally dry profile, burnt popcorn, macadamia nuts, whole milk, light creaminess, dry but quite crisp. The first third, oak and whole milk like creaminess, battles on the top of the spot in the mouth. Harshness, wood, raisin, bread flavors, nuttiness, creaminess. Retro Hells has a sweet French bread flavor. Hints of cocoa hits, various parts of my palate. Second third, wow. All three cigars struggled to stay lit in the middle portion. Wow, I think they happened to me. Cashews with white bread in the first part of the second third. Dry pretzels. Smoke lingers, added sharpness, but not quite harsh. Oh, the pretzel flavor isn't all that salty, which is why I put light salt. Nuttiness. French bread, again. Dry herbal flavors emerges. The salty and nutty combination. Retro Hails have the pretzel flavor joined by leather, meatness, creaminess, and bits of unsweet floral flavors and white pepper. On the finish, nuttiness, leading meatiness, leather, popcorn touches of saltiness, and toastiness. Final third, it's not a bad thing, but the cigar seems to change flavor every 5 or so minutes. Creaminess, herbal flavors, white pepper, as well as aforementioned flavors. Flavors like fall leaves and peppermint. Retro Hells have peanuts, leather, and red pepper underneath. Can be dry hay or wheat beer flavors. I mean, I was getting alcohol, so maybe that was the wheat beer. Also find a touch of honey sweetness. I mean, I managed to get a lot of that. So that's what Halfio says. Hope you guys enjoyed today's review of the Ferio, Tego, Summa. This is definitely a first of type of video that I'm sharing with you guys. So I hope you guys do appreciate it. Until next time, guys, as always, I love your faces. And I'm out. Peace.